Hello everyone! Well, it's gonna be another story video. I got some time before my EverQuest raid tonight, so I figured why not do some more story. Then maybe after the raid I'll do another story video, because quite honestly I want to get the main quest out of the way so I can focus on the hundreds and hundreds of quests and side stuff I still gotta do. Alright, so last we left off we saved the dwarves. Now it's time to save the elves. Looks like it's gonna be Aslan, and not the capital. Could lead to the capital, though. That was a pretty good machine translation.
おお、よく来てくれた。エルトナ全土で起きている異変についてそなたの力を借りたいと思っていたのだ。そなたもここに来るまでに目にしたと思うが、突然風が荒ぶり出して身の毛もよだつまがまがしい気配を運んでくるようになったのだ。暴風の奥でうごめく巨大な影を見た者もおる。このままでは遠からず何か恐ろしいことが起きるに違いない。
This translation's spot on too. What if they're translating the version 6 story by hand? They're not even done with version 2 yet.
急にそのような暴風が吹き始めたのは悪人の出現による影響かもしれませんね。暴風の原因を追えば悪人の行方をつかめるかもしれません。
かつてアズランの危機を救ってくれたその実力を見込んで、そなたにこたびの異変の原因を調べてもらいたいのだ。
お願い、私も連れて行って。このおかしな風のせいでカモシカたちもすっかり怯えてしまっているの。いつもはとっても穏やかなはずの子たちがこの風のせいでどんなになだめても言うことを聞いてくれないんだよ。もうすぐお産の子も落ち着きがなくて、産気づくまでに風を鎮めないと赤ちゃんを無事に取り上げられるか心配なんだ。それに私は風乗りだもの。アズランの風がこんなに荒れているのを放ってはおけないよ。
おお、なんと見上げた心がけだ。風乗りとしての態度が板についてきたな。父としてお前が誇らしいぞ。この通りフーラは風乗りとして立派にやっておる。こたびの異変は風にまつわるものだ。
それでこちらの方は。すみません、自己紹介が遅れてしまいました。偉大な英雄として世界を飛び回り活躍するこのお方のお力になるため、こうやって旅に同行しているのです。エルトナに吹き荒れる暴風についての調査も微力ながらお手伝いさせてください。どうぞよろしくお願いしますね。そっか、そうだよね。い つもとってもお忙しそうだったから、お手伝いしてくれる人がいてよかったね。私はフーラ、風の利って言ってカムシカに乗ってこのアズラを守るのがお仕事なんだよ。だからこんな暴風は放っておけないよ。解決できるよ。
実は上春夢以上にいる魔性研究者の羽根付博士から頼りがあったのだ。まずは上春夢以上に向かい、羽根付博士に話を聞いてくるのがよかろう。
Knew it.
この風の運んでくる不気味な気配、何が起こってもおかしくはない。くれぐれも気をつけて向かうのだぞ。
It's one of my favorite towns. Now, I'm sure if I was on server 1, I would see many players running around. To be honest, maybe starting from my next video, I will start just being on server 1 whenever I'm recording. It just gets kind of lonely, you know, just nobody being around at all. But, oh wow, suddenly everybody just logged off? There's like 7 other people online 5 minutes ago. As I was saying, Japanese players, Japanese community at large has now recognized server 33 as the Gaijin server, basically the foreigner server. So many of them has stopped coming into it, period. But I will probably go to server 1 and start recording from then on there, just so we can see other players running around. Looks like the Clarity team hasn't translated their names yet. The names above head, basically. I knew it, so there was a kingdom in that marsh. Quickest way there is to warp to the Mountain Pass village. I really gotta remember to change my horse. Reminds me, I gotta get around to it. I was supposed to type up more on my strategy guide. Now I have a gigantic amount of new information since the last time I've written on it, which was several months ago. As well as money-making information, which is what a lot of our community has been looking for. I'll get around to it tonight. It's going to take me a few hours to type up. Okay, we're here. These are what I'm looking for. Now, the crabs tend to be near sources of water, which is plentiful here. Let's just go around and take a look. Lately, we've been getting more and more European players, and they're normally on a lot during my late night time. Hoping to get more American players at least, but this community is basically here to help everybody who comes in. That's its intention.
この辺りは特に風が騒いでるよ。とても荒々しいのに悲しい風。こうして風に吹かれているだけで一人ぼっちで泣いているようなひどく悲しい気持ちになるの。ねえ、教えて。荒ぶる風よ、静まって。
そなたが魔月風を鎮めてくれたおかげで声を届けられるようになった。礼を言うぞ、風に愛されし子よ。
あなたは誰なの？
我が名は降臨。かつてこの地にあり、最悪の王に滅ぼされた山上の王国を治めていたものだ。
The King of Calamity being that gigantic boss that you see coming out of the Fissure of Light over at Sunset Meadow. I keep forgetting his name. Estark, something along those lines. He's basically a raid fight you could do, but it requires a very lengthy quest line to get to him.
再びかつての恐怖、最悪の王がよみがえり、この地を滅ぼさんとしている。この魔月風はその前兆だ。やがて草木は枯れ果て、大地は滅びるだろう。
そんな。
私はとうに滅びた身ゆえ、どうしてやることもできぬ。手遅れになる前に私の手綱を持って落葉の草原の北西の外れにある石碑へと向かうのだ。かの地には時の王者白王が眠っている。その手綱を持っていけば意固地なあいつとも話ができるだろう。
What if it has something to do with that grave I saw there?
時の王者とは最悪の王を倒すために世告げの姫に選ばれし最強の闘士のこと。白王ならばこの地に降りかかる災いを必ずや退けてくれる。
ダメ、この地が滅びるなんて絶対に嫌よ。
急げ。
待って、その人に会ってどうすればいいの？どうしよう、消えちゃった。もうあの人の声は聞こえないよ。
フーラさん、ひとまずその手綱を持って落葉の草原に向かってみましょう。彼があなたにその手綱を託したのは必ず理由あってのことだと思います。やはりこの暴風には白王が関係しているようですね。急いで落葉の草原の石碑に向かいましょう。
Yeah, you'll get there's quite a few atmospheric areas that's just no music, pretty much. I don't know why, but for some reason well, version 2, 3, 4, I mean, there are still zones that just don't have any music in them. I kind of like it. It's atmospheric. And I think they did that because Final Fantasy XI did that a lot for quite a few of their areas and zones. You know, sometimes the music can just get annoying, and I can't find anywhere in the configuration options to turn music off. I wish I could for certain areas.
私、わかったよ。マガツ風はこの石碑から吹いてきていたんだ。そしてここからエルトナに広がってる。悲しんでるのはこの石碑にいる人、白王さんだったんだ。何がそんなに悲しいの？
また村が一つ潰された。もはや一刻の猶予もない。明日俺は山上ぬの全軍を率いて最悪の王の討伐に向かう。もちろんお前にも来てもらうぞ。その絶世の剣技を思う存分披露してくれ。
バカを言うな。山上ぬの王はお前しかいないんだぞ。 お前だけは絶対に死なすわけにはいかない。戦いの指揮は私が取るから、お前は国に戻って民を守るべきだ。
王だからこそだよ。最悪の王はあまりにも強い。今この瞬間、そんな相手から国を守り戦っている兵士たちに、国の危機である今この時、王自らが先陣を切って戦わなければ、彼らは何を支えにすればいいというのか。それに剣技ではお前にかなわなくとも、馬術じゃ俺が国で一番なんだ。こいつに乗った俺は千人力だぞ。少しは信頼してもらいたいものだな。
お前が強いのは分かっている。だがそういう問題じゃない。確かに剣技しか能のない私では、お前の代わりに兵士たちの心の支えになることは。だからこそこの一命を賭して差し違えてでも最悪の王を撃ってみせよう。お前はそれを見届けてくれればいい。
そんな死に方は俺が許さん。お前は王以上の英雄と呼ばれるにふさわしい器だよ、白王。たとえお前自身がそう思わなくとも、俺はお前を信じている。兵士たちだって皆そう思っているぞ。お前が戦場で剣を振るうときは皆の士気が段違いだからな。お前が剣技だけの男であるものかよ。まったく何度言ったらわかるのか。本当に筋金入りのわからず屋だな。
降臨。
明日は決戦だ。どんな戦場でもお前と一緒なら怖くない。頼りにしているぞ、白王。
今のは何？この手綱が見せてくれたの？
なぜあなたがその手綱を持っているのですか？
あなたが白王さんね。これは降臨って王様から渡されたの。魔月風を止めたければこれを持ってあなたと話せって。この風が続くとこの地は滅びるって言われた。私はそんなの絶対に嫌。降臨さんはあなたならこの地を必ず救ってくれるだろうって言ってた。お願い、この風を止めて。
これは傑作なことだな。あの人はまだそんなことを言っているのか。この地に再びあの忌まわしき最悪の王が出現してしまった。エルトナ大陸はもう終わりです。美しき森は枯れ、人々は死に、ムクロが山と築かれるでしょう。そして国は滅びるのです。そう、かつての山神ヌがそうであったように。
そんな。
私は時の王者として山神ヌを救うため全てをかけて戦いましたが敗れました。滅びの未来は避けられないのです。ならばその運命に抗って苦しむより死を受け入れ 静かに消える方がいいでしょう。そうすれば失う痛みを味わうこともない。一人孤独に取り残されることもないのですから。
消えちゃった。私の言葉じゃ届かないんだ。あの記憶、きっと白王さんにとってコーリンさんは大切な人のはず。コーリンさんの言葉なら届くかも。でも、どうすればいいの？
大丈夫です、フーラさん。まだ希望はありますから。
本当に？
私に考えがあります。今しばらくの間、この剣は預けていただけませんか？
わかった。よろしくね、ユーライザさん。山上の王の手綱は
ずっと考えていたのですが、山上布王コーリンという名には聞き覚えがあったのです。実は彼も英雄の候補に上がっていました。それほどのものならポーリオンでその魂、天使長なら何か知っているはずです。ポーリオンの聖天社にいる天使長に話を聞きに行ってみましょう。
It's not surprising. There are at least in the 1.0 areas, each one has a single particular material that still sells quite well. Everything else is just so common. You just sell for like a low amount. Right now I'm just trying to get rid of all the junk I've got. There's a vendor that. But for those who've watched me play all this time, no matter what version you're in, the gold drops that monsters give are just extremely minimal. 50 gold, maybe 100 gold. It's not really all that much. I think the most ever, unless it was like one of the gem slimes. Like during the version 1.0 days, when there was barely any methods of making money outside of maybe crafting and go to the casino. A lot of the early players farmed jewel bags and gold golems for their gold. Of course, equipment back then was a lot more simple. I don't even think there was lamp and pot alchemy at the time either. But any gold you can make, the better. I try not to spend gold as I can. There's not really many gold sinks to stop you. Final Fantasy XIV, you pay gold for warping around. Here, you got free transportation, pretty much. You do have to consume food in 14, though, and it's expected of you. Especially if you're doing 8-man stuff. Even the normal version, normal mode of raids, Final Fantasy XIV, people expect you to eat food. Because stat boosts are too big to ignore. So that's always a guild sync there. Dragon Quest X, though, food helps, but not by much. Like, you could get maybe another 2% crit rate, 3%, or an extra 30, 40 HP, maybe a little defense. It slightly helps, but it's not going to make or break anything. People mostly use food for either the super hard or high-end stuff, and they'll even feed it to their support party as well. Or they just use food to get XP bonuses when grinding, which also works for fishing and crafts. So, again, not that many gold sinks in DQX, thankfully, since equipment is so expensive.
今から山上布王降臨の魂を呼び戻す儀式を行います。そのためにはこの天聖の花と呼び出す死者にゆかりの深い品が必要です。山上布王の手綱を貸してください。
そのお花があれば、あの王様を生き返らせることができるの？
この天聖の花は魂を育む特別な花なのです。花の力を借りれば完全に生き返らすことはできなくても一時的に魂を呼び戻すことはできるはずです。山上布王降臨よ、我ユーライザの名のもとに今ここに汝が御霊を召喚する。降臨よ、気高き魂よ、我が声に応え天聖の花の香りをたどりこの地に降り立ちたまえ。
綺麗。
山上ヌオではない。これは一体。
よかった、やっと来れた。何度転生鏡を出ようとしてもうまくいかなくって困ってたんだ。父さんが僕を呼んでくれたんだね。ありがとう。ずっと会いたかったんだよ。一度は卵に戻っちゃったけど、僕すっかり元気になったんだ。
とっても立派なカモシカだね。あなたのお名前は？
僕コーリンって言うんだ。白お父さんがコーリンって名前をくれたんだよ。僕が卵だった時に白お父さんと父さんに育ててもらったから、今度は僕が恩返しをする番なんだ。
あの王様と同じ名前なのね。よろしくね、コーリンちゃん。あれ、これってあの王様の手綱かな？いつの間にコーリンちゃんについたんだろう。
ほんとだ。ここに呼ばれてくる前はなかったんだよ。空から光が差して、そこから僕の名前を呼ぶ声が聞こえて、その光の方に必死で走ったらいつの間にかここについてたんだ。その時についたのかな。でもなんだか懐かしい匂いがするよ。
審判の天使フェディーラ様から聞いていましたが、国王コーリンと同じ名前だからとはいえ、あなたの方が来てしまうとは予想外でした。やはり太古の魂の召喚は。
僕の中には白お父さんからもらった力が今もあるんだ。だから離れていても感じるんだよ。白お父さんは今すごく苦しんでる。だから今度は僕が力になるんだ。今の僕ならもう前みたいにただ守ってもらうだけじゃない。一緒に白お父さんを助けに行こう。
私も一緒に行くよ。コーリンさんは私に手綱を託してくれた。だから私にもできることがあると思うの。
山上ヌ王に説得してもらう予定とは違ってしまいましたが、あなたと白王には浸水の試練で育んだ親子の絆があります。あなたの声なら白王も耳を貸すかも。大安とはいえ意外にいけるかもしれません。
Oh boy, here we go again.
暗くてお化けが出そう。
フーラちゃんのことは僕が守るよ。僕の後ろに隠れていて。
ありがとう。
おかしいな。そこら中から白お父さんの気配を感じるのに遠くにいるみたい。変な感じ。
この神域は白王が作り出したもの。いわばこの空間全体が白王自身のようなものですから、気配を特定しにくいのでしょう。
暗くてとても寂しいところだね。こんな場所にずっといたら余計に悲しくなっちゃうよ。
降臨。なぜここに。
あ、白お父さんの悲しみを感じてここまで来たんだ。今度は僕が父さんを助けてみせるよ。
やはり私のようなものが親代わりになるのは間違っていましたね。
悲しんでるのは父さんの方じゃないか。こんな場所にいないで一緒に帰ろう。
ここから立ち去りなさい。たとえあなたの言葉であろうと、私はここを動くつもりはありません。
父さん、待って。
目障りだ。消えろと言っている。
父さんのわからずや。だったら僕が力ずくで目を覚まさせてやる。僕を追い返そうとしても無駄だからね。こんな闇消してやる。わ
ー！よかった。降臨のおかげで追い出されるのは避けられたようですね。
さっきので父さんの気配がはっきりと感じられるようになったよ。父さんはこの扉の向こうにいる。
なるほど。では扉の先を目指しましょう。ですがこの扉には5つも鍵がかかっているようです。ここは白王の心の世界です。おそらくこの鍵穴も他者の侵入を拒む白王の心が形を成したものでしょう。拒絶は強い。ですがこの扉を開ける鍵もまた心のどこかにあるはずです。
May just follow the path and get up there later. Magic B-side's worth quite a bit. Oh, perma snow. Interesting. 4 fish I haven't caught before yet are here. I'll have to come back here later. I think Wisteria dahlias go for quite a bit. It's actually a very popular dye, and let's see here. This armor right here is actually using it. So it's got that slightly purplish sheen to it. Beautiful armor. I just wish, I really want the cover art armor because it has a cape with it. Well, I won't see that till 6.5 unless it's a story reward like the Demon Swordsman armor is. In which case, who knows when I'll get it. 6.3 is coming up soon. So, we'll see. I really gotta finish the story. So I can start doing everything else. And now suddenly it's spring. Okay. Believe me, killing one of every monster you find will be important later on. There's probably going to be a survey line of quests for this. Probably there's one around already. I just have to find it. 3.0 had it, 4.0 had it. Pretty sure 5.0 has it somewhere too. Oh wow, an actual demon dog mask. Well, that's right. Every accessory will tell you where it comes from. Demon Dog Mask, as you can see, offers quite a lot of stats. It also gives you a starting special charge of 10%, so you use your special quicker. Pretty valuable piece. Obviously right now I'm wearing something that gives me anti-charm guard. I still gotta work on this piece, but considering the, well, the goddess ring, which I'll work on eventually. Let's have more stats to be able to more properly fight those bosses without having any issues. You could just go with a stat mask instead of a resistance mask. No reason, but again, status ailments resistance is honestly king in Dragon Quest X, and you want to have immunity to at least 5 different status effects and interchange them depending on what you're fighting. Right now I don't have Dance Guard because I'm using the boots that was found in Zelmia, a very rare set of boots. Boots like these normally cost about 20 to 30 million because of that movement speed. But what I could buy, and this is probably going to be on my next armor set, is one with Fall Guard and Dance immunity, because Dance has been causing me some issues. I've really got to get immunity for that. We'll see what the 6.3 armor set offers, if it's going to offer tankier stats for the set bonuses compared to this one. This one's more of a mix. It's got offensive and defensive related stats on it. Critical hit guard, 20% plus 20 HP. Scale damage plus 10, movement buff on action. All useful stuff, but 6.3 armor comes with far more defensive stats. I'd rather have that. Alright, let's see what's in here. Don't have much time left before raid, so let's just get as far as I can. I probably have to do an emote. Okay, let's see. Knew it. Okay, so if it's not bowing, then what is? Of course. Japanese give thanks prayer. Alright. Yeah, I noticed it just now. I wish they made it a different color. There's even a black box right down there. How did I miss those? Dark blue are the random blue chests that you'll find 1 to 3 of in any zone. Basically, they spawn at random, and they will stay there until either you pick it up or you leave the zone and come back at a later time. I think it's like a 24-hour respawn, and they switch places every 24 hours. The valuables in the blue chest is dependent on what version you're in. That's worth about 5 or 6k, I think. But generally, yeah, they can be like flat out gold. Gotten like 8,000 gold out of one once. Could be mini metals. Oh, that's a nice ore. Could be a valuable healing item. Yeah, you never know, but it's always something decent. So if you see one, go for it. Oh wow, dragon scale. I'll combine that to the one I've currently got. And this is why black chests are important. They can contain accessories. And from what I've seen, you can get enough of the same accessory, as long as you go after every black chest you can, to be able to +3 the accessory at least. And maybe even try to get a better stat, a chance at a better stat on it, or two. So, from what I've seen, you can get like anywhere from 4 to 6 of the same accessory per expansion. Obviously, if you're going to perfect the accessory, you're going to have to fight the coin bosses. But it does save you some money, and of course, the more you practice your synthesizer, the easier it is to get perfect stats. My synthesizer is at level 40 out of, what is it now, 60? So far. I think she's up to 60. I think the max cap is up to 65 now? They raised the synthesizer cap by 5 from what I've seen every expansion. But it's also possible it could be raised by 5 every 2 or 3 updates instead. And when I came into the game, it was about a few months before version 6 came out. So I haven't been able to see the patterns yet. Now, the reason why they made a system like that, it's obvious. It's basically a veteran player system. Max out your synthesizer and you'll have a much easier time maxing out your accessories. Or perfecting them or getting to near perfection every time a new accessory or tier comes out. So that way you're saving money on purchasing coins and you have an easier time with it. Of course, there's always the fail-safe. For newest accessories, every time you synthesize it at least 30 times, it'll give you a guaranteed critical, which will allow you to choose the stat you want. Of course, with a max level synthesizer, you always have a chance at getting this critical. And if you do get a critical without having a max it, it's not going to reset the max counter. Alright, let's see what this is. fishing spots here too. Yeah, when I come back here to look for these fish, I gotta go through all this. Okay, looks like I need something from the east. And for those that are wondering about treasure hunting bells, they don't cost anything at all. They're like 10 gold a piece. You can pretty much make triple, quadruple, or even 5 to 7, 10 times that just fighting an enemy. So, don't be stingy on your treasure bells unless, of course, you're a thief. If you play a thief, you get an ability called Nose for Treasure. Very classic. Everybody should know what that one is. And that ability, for the cost of a little MP, will do the same thing as a treasure hunting bell. Oh, nice. That's worth quite a bit. Now, one key factor that I'm going to say again, and I'm sure you guys might have heard it from me before, for those that are new to the videos. When you're out and about adventuring, questing, or whatever, try to exhaust all your gatherables. Okay, until you can't gather anymore. And you'll know that because it's going to give you a message saying you can't for this amount of time. I think you can gather about 20 to... It's around 25 to 30 items before it exhausts. It's all money. Put it on the market, you sell it, it's all money. Yeah, I bet a lot of women went up to him. Yeah, I had a feeling. I know where that black chest is. I don't need to use another bell. Oh, not bad. That's about 18K right there. And as a reminder, you can do these strong boss trials from your strong warrior book every day for about 100K plus or so in orbs. Typically, I only do the 2 and 3 drop orb monsters because they have a high rate of dropping on the first time you kill them, so you don't need to use orb perfumes. But if you go for them all, you're going to need an orb perfume for the single orb droppers, because they have like a 25% chance of dropping without the perfume. So, rather not have to fight 3 to 5 times over and over again until it drops. It's a time waster. But you can essentially make about 150K or so in orbs per day. Set aside 30 to 50 minutes of time to do it. I typically do it while I'm watching Netflix. Also get some decent XP. Oh yes, this guy. He's from the 4.0 storyline. Very important to the Pukos. Only place left is the... Well... Wow, okay. Sadly, we are almost out of time. I've got to continue this in a second part. Just gonna head up over there and then camp out. But don't worry, next video will be up soon after this one. As always, remember, when I put up my videos, it takes time for them to go back up to 1440p resolution, processing and all that, and I don't just wait and do it later. So, you want to watch any of my videos in the highest quality possible, make sure that you check it, see if it's up to 4040p yet, otherwise come back another day. Alright. Camp here for now. I will see you guys next time.